Hello my dear students, good morning to all of you. Today we are going to start new topic, that is the surface chemistry. Surface chemistry. So actually surface chemistry deals with phenomena that occurs at the surface or interfaces. In this topic, first phenomena we are going to discussing, that is adsorption. Adsorption. So actually what is the adsorption, sir? So adsorption is, okay, before we are going to know about the adsorption, I would like to tell you one thing about the particular property of solids as well as liquids. Solids and liquids has tendency to attract the outside gaseous molecules. This phenomena depend upon that particular property only. See, what is the adsorption? Here I am writing every liquid as well as solid has tendency to attract outside gas molecules and retain them on the surface is called adsorption. In this case, what happening? Simple thing is here only accumulation of gaseous molecules on the surface. Okay, accumulation of the gaseous molecules on the surface means, okay, here what happening? Which surface? Accumulation of the gaseous molecule on the surface of liquid or solids. Okay, it's happening here. If suppose, what is the accumulation? See, accumulation is nothing but, if suppose it is a solid surface, if suppose, see here in this case, lot of gaseous molecules, okay, outside molecules, means these are in the random. So that's why I am telling this, these are the outside free gaseous molecules or free gas molecules. These are the outside free gas molecules. See, now these are attracting towards this surface and occupies the surface. These are occupying the surface. So now this is called as, means these randomly moving gaseous molecules comes close together and they occupied one particular place like one of the group. So this is called as the accumulation. So this is called as accumulation. This is called as accumulation. Are you getting my point? So simply we may define in this manner also. Accumulation of gaseous molecules, okay, or molecular species. Accumulation of molecular species or gaseous molecules. Molecular species on the surface of solid or liquid rather than bulk is called adsorption. Adsorption. Yeah. So means simply we may say this is a surface phenomena only. Adsorption is one of the surface phenomena. In this phenomena, what happening generally? So whatever it may be, gaseous molecules or outside molecules are attracted towards the surface of the solid or liquid, and they are occupying the surface. This is called as the adsorption. As am I right or not? So this adsorption has two components actually. See how many components are present in the adsorption. We'll see. So it has two components. It has two components. See here. So one is the adsorbate. So it has two components. In the two components, first component is the adsorbate, second component is the adsorbent. Adsorbate and adsorbent. So if suppose this is a solid surface, this is a solid, here surface is there. In this surface, this is the one of the gaseous molecule or gas molecule. It can attracted and it can occupies the surface, if suppose. Now I am saying what is the gas molecule is a adsorbate. Okay, adsorbate. So I am telling this surface or this solid is called as a adsorbent. Okay, this is the adsorbent. So generally adsorbate is nothing but which is being adsorbed. Okay, the component, gas molecule is one of the component. The component I am telling here, the component which is being adsorbed is called as a adsorbate. Are you getting my point? Clear this one? In this case, what gas molecule I considered gas molecule as a adsorbate. I considered gas molecule is a adsorbate. So what is the adsorbate actually? The component which is being adsorbed, that is called as a adsorbate. Are you getting my point? So now what is the adsorbent? Generally next thing is that solid is called as adsorbent. Means the adsorption occurring in the surface, this surface. So that's why this is the adsorbate. So it is the surface generally. Adsorbent is nothing but it is the surface. It is the surface on which adsorption takes place. Simply we may define like this only. Adsorbate is nothing but the molecules which are adsorbed. These are the adsorbate. Okay, adsorbent is nothing but the whatever it may be, the phenomena where it is occurring. Okay, means in which surface it is occurring. Am I right or not? It is the surface on which adsorption takes place is called as a adsorbent. Okay, are you getting my point or not? So now we'll go to the next point. That is nothing but the examples of the adsorption. So examples, lot of examples are there. I will discuss only 3 examples here. Examples. What are the examples of adsorption? First example I will discuss, that is nothing but adsorption of moisture. Okay, adsorption of moisture by silica gel. So for example here I will tell you one thing. So in some cases okay, the silica gel as the property, it has the surface. In that surface, so moisture, okay, it is the atmospheric moisture, otherwise we are having any particular substance, okay, that substance is consist of the water molecules or moisture, then simply the silica will, okay, absorb the moisture. And second example I will discuss, that is nothing but decolorization of sugar by activated charcoal. This is the very, very important. So in this case what happening, actually sugar solution has lot of impurities. Due to that what happening, it is looking like a colored one, like a brown color. When we are sending this solution through the activated charcoal surface, then the impurities are get absorbed by the charcoal and we may get crystallized sugar, okay, white sugar, okay. So this is the one of the example. Now we will talk about the third example, is nothing but, okay, absorption of dangerous gases by using gas mask, okay. So actually we know that generally coal mines, the workers who are working in the coal mines, they are using the gas mask, okay. Actually what happening here, this gas mask, why they are using the gas mask, okay, when they went to the coal mine, so there number of different type of gases were present. These are also in that lot of poisonous gases are there, okay, suffocating gases are there, poisonous gases like a CO, suffocating gases like a SO2, okay, these are the harmful to the human beings. So while using the gas mask, it may not allow the, okay, it may not, means it can trap the, or it can absorb the poisonous gases, only it can allow the oxygen. Are you getting my point? So in such case we are using gas mask in the coal mines. So these are the few examples of, okay, absorption. And when we are going to discussing about the applications of the absorption, we can discuss lot of things related to this topic, okay. Now we'll go to the next point, desorption. Actually what is the desorption, sir? Absorption and desorption. So see here, I want to talk about desorption. See, what is the desorption? Absorption, desorption, these both are quite opposite, okay, these are quite opposite. So see here, desorption is nothing but once absorption takes place. If suppose in this case what happens, sir, in a solid surface, okay, accumulation of gas molecules were there. Now when I am going to giving some energy, little bit energy, so what happening, these molecules are coming out from the surface of the solid or liquid. This is called as a desorption, okay. How we will define, sir? We'll define simple thing, the process of removing here, the process of removing molecular species or, okay, adsorbed substance. What I am telling, the process of removing adsorbed substance, from the surface. Is it right or not? From where we are going to removing, sir? From From the surface only, assimilate or not, or from a surface. Substance from a surface. From a surface is called desorption. Yes, it is called as a desorption. So means adsorption and desorption both are quite opposite phenomena. So generally, sir, we are having one doubt. Generally, you people are having one doubt. Sir, what is the difference between the adsorption and absorption, sir? Yes, it's good. Okay, already in some books, textbooks, we saw, sir, adsorption and absorption. Both are same? No, we'll discuss. What is the difference between the adsorption and absorption? First, we'll talk about the differences between the adsorption and absorption. Okay. Distinction between or differences between. Okay. Here I am going to talking about the adsorption. S. Second one is the absorption. Okay. Absorption. What is the differences? Here I am going to talk about this. Distinction or differences between adsorption as well as absorption. So first we'll talk about the adsorption. We know that one. Generally, it is a surface phenomena. Yes, am I right or not? It is a surface phenomena. Yes, am I right or not? It is a surface phenomena. But when I am going to talking about the absorption, it is not a surface phenomena, it is a bulk phenomena. Are you getting my point? It is a bulk phenomena. S. Next, we'll talk about next. Generally, adsorption takes place in the surface only. So with respect to time, okay, with respect to time is going on, for example. After some time, what happening? The adsorption can decreases. Means rate of the adsorption is decreases. So here it decreases with time. Decreases with time. Means here we can understood one thing. Rate of adsorption. Rate of adsorption. Okay. Rate of adsorption decreases with time. Decreases with time. But one thing I will tell you. Here it is uniform. It may not decrease. Why? Because so not only here when adsorption takes place, okay, the bonds are forming, the molecules are enter into the inside of the substance. Okay, molecules are enter into the not only surface, they are not only occupying the surface, these are enter inside the substance and new compounds also forming. Yes, so this is called as the absorption. So that's why that is a bulk phenomena. The rate of the adsorption is unity with respect to time. Okay, it occurs at uniform rate. Okay, it occurs at a uniform rate. Uniform rate. Are you getting my point? So, for example, what is the example of this adsorption, sir? When I am taking the example, simple thing, H2O plus silica gel. Okay, silica gel. Silica gel get adsorb the H2O, but it will not form any new compound. But in the case of CaCl2, here in the case of adsorption, okay, when I am taking the water, okay, H2O, water molecules. Okay, these water molecules are treated with anhydrous, okay, CaCl2, calcium chloride. So this CaCl2 absorb the water molecules and it will gives new compound, means hydrated salt CaCl2 6H2O. Means this is the difference between the adsorption and absorption. In absorption, compound is formed, that means hydrated salt is formed. Calcium chloride is one of the salt. Okay, so when it is absorbed the water molecules and it is given what, sir? It's given CaCl2 6H2O. So this is the differences between the adsorption and absorption. So next point I am going to discussing about that one. That is nothing but extent adsorption. What is the extent adsorption, sir? See, here extent of adsorption. Extent of adsorption. See, what is the extent of adsorption? If suppose adsorption takes place in any substance or surface of the any substance, somewhat extent gaseous molecules are adsorbed. Okay, are you getting my point? Listen carefully. Adsorption takes place in particular substance or on the surface of any particular substance. Some extent of gas molecules are adsorbed. In such case, it's called as a extent of adsorption. Generally, it can denoted by x by m. It can denoted by x by m. Here, generally, x is nothing but x is amount of adsorbate or adsorbent, that we should know. X is nothing but amount of adsorbate. Here m is nothing but amount of adsorbent. Are you getting my point? So that's why when x is increased in the adsorption, x is nothing but the amount of adsorbate. Means adsorbate is increased, means gaseous molecules are increasing, for example. So what is increasing, sir? Generally x by m value automatically it will be increases. When x by m value is increased, immediately extent of adsorption is also increases. Okay, extent of adsorption increases. Are you getting my point? See this, I would like to tell one thing to you people, I will clarify here. Not only gaseous molecules, liquid molecules also occupies the surface of solid. You know, in the adsorption, not only gaseous molecules. Okay, on the surface of the solid, gaseous molecules as well as liquid molecules get adsorbed. But in the case of liquid, only gaseous molecule get adsorbed. This can keep it in your mind. Okay, this is the very, very important thing. Okay, now we'll go to the next point. Types of adsorption. See, we'll talk about the types of adsorption. So we'll discuss about this extent of adsorption and factors affecting on the adsorption. Okay, extent of adsorption. Okay, in that case we'll discuss some things about the extent of adsorption. Okay, some things we'll talk about there. Okay, so now we will discuss, or we are going to discuss about the types of adsorptions. So generally, adsorption is two types. Okay, it is two types. So first one, physical adsorption. It is also called as physisorption. Second one, chemical adsorption. Second one, what is that, sir? Chemical adsorption. This is also called as Chemisorption. Chemisorption. Okay, so now we'll talk about the characteristics of physical adsorption as well as chemical adsorption. First, we'll talk about physical adsorption. So what is the physical adsorption? What is the characteristics of the physical adsorption? Physical adsorption. Physical adsorption. See, in the physical adsorption, what happening? If suppose it is considered as a solid surface. This is a solid surface. Here lot of gaseous molecules, free molecules are there. So in that, okay, generally what happening here? Gaseous molecules are attracted by the surface of the solid or liquid. As a matter or not, it can attracted. When it is attracted, but this is attracted by the weak van der Waals forces and bond is formed due to the weak van der Waals forces. Okay, the bond is formed by the weak van der Waals forces. As a matter or not? So van der Waals force or forces. Okay. Now this absorption is called as a physical adsorption. Means in a physical adsorption, the adsorption takes place by the weak van der Waals forces. And here, what happening do you know? Generally, physical forces are involving. Okay, involvement of physical forces. Here, physical forces are involved. Involves physical forces. Physical forces. Okay, are you getting my point? Next thing, generally here, which forces are working, sir? Van der Waals forces. These van der Waals forces are the weak forces. So that's why in this case, when bond is forming between the surface as well as gaseous molecule, that time the whatever it may be energy is released. In such case, whatever it may be energy is released, that is the very less. Okay, here energy is released very less. Okay, or less energy is released in this case. In this case, what happening better? Less energy is released. Okay, what is the range, sir, actually? The range is 20 to 40 kilocalories. Okay, so means, next I am going to tell one thing here. The energy is releasing means what will call this energy, sir? Enthalpy. So in this case, enthalpy of adsorption. Enthalpy of adsorption is less. Okay, enthalpy of the adsorption is less. Means here range is 20 to 40 kilojoules per mole. What is the range, sir? 20 to 40 kilojoule per mole or kilojoule per mole. Okay. See, what is the enthalpy of adsorption? So when energy is releasing, here enthalpy is nothing but during the adsorption. During the adsorption, the energy released. As a matter or not? The energy which is released during the adsorption is called as enthalpy of adsorption or adsorption enthalpy. As a matter or not? Enthalpy of adsorption. What is the range, sir? In a physical adsorption? In a physical adsorption, the range is 20 to 40 kilojoule per mole. And next point I am going to discussing, that is nothing but it is not specific. Okay, it is not specific. As a matter or not? So it is not very specific. Very specific. Sir, what is the meaning of this one, sir? Means in this type of adsorption, each and every gas molecules can adsorb. Yes, every gas molecules can be adsorbed. Okay, so that's why it is not called as a very specific. Okay, are you getting my point? Now we'll discuss the next point. It is reversible in nature. Okay, so what is the meaning of reversible? Okay, it is the reversible in nature. See here, next point I am going to talk about that. It is reversible. So, for example, clearly we'll talk here. We are already discussed about the physical adsorption. Which type of forces are working, sir, here? Weak van der Waals forces or physical forces are working here. Assimilate or not? So that's why what happening here? Simply when I am giving some energy, okay, little bit energy also. If suppose here one molecule is adsorbed, so simply I am giving some energy, little bit energy, then simply it is coming out from the surface. Yes, means it is reversible in this case. Here desorption takes place very easily. Assimilate or not? Desorption takes place very easily. As emanate or not? Why? Because the water, it may be forces working in this process. These forces are very, very weak forces. As emanate or not? Now we'll go to the next point. It can forms multi-layer. Yes. What is the multi-layer, sir? What is the meaning of multi-layer? Okay, multi-molecular layer or multi-layer. Okay, it forms multi-molecular layer. So what is the meaning of multi-molecular layer? If suppose here which forces working, sir? Van der Waals forces weak. First in the surface, okay, lot of molecules are occupied or adsorbed. Then what happening? Some energy, some forces working on the upside also. So that's why some molecules gets attracted again in the another layer, in the form of another layer. Next layer also forming. Like that, layers are forming, but the size of the layer decreasing one by one. Okay, what happening here? The layer's size is decreasing. See, when we are going from bottom to top, so decreasing the size of the layer because, okay, so 4 van der Waals forces are working here. Assimilate or not? This is the very, very important points of the physical adsorption. Okay, clear? So now we will go to the next point. Okay, chemical adsorption. What is the chemical adsorption, sir? See here. So chemical adsorption is quite opposite. We know that now. So see here, what is the chemical adsorption? Okay. In this type of adsorption, what happening, sir? See first. First point I am going to discussing. When the chemical adsorption takes place, okay, in any surface, generally chemical bond is forming. See, chemical bond is forming during adsorption. Yes, am I right or not? Adsorption. So simply see, for example, it is a surface, any solid surface. So gaseous molecules are attracted, then whatever it may be, bond is formed by the strong chemical bond. We know that one. The chemical bond is nothing but the strongest bond. Yes, am I right or not? Chemical bond is the strong bond. We know that one. Okay. So when the strong bond is formed between the two substances, what happening? The energy, whatever it may be released, That is the very high. You know that thing already. Means enthalpy at the adsorption also very high. Yes, in this case. So enthalpy of the adsorption is nothing but the energy which is released by formation of bonding or in the formation of bond. That time what is going on? Adsorption takes place. Adsorption is going on. Yes, right or not? So while adsorption, the energy which is released, okay, is called as enthalpy of adsorption. Yes, in this case, whatever it may be energy, okay, I energy is released. I energy is released. Yes. Okay. Now, so I energy is released means enthalpy of adsorption is I. Enthalpy of adsorption is high. Is it right or not? Okay. Another thing I will tell you. So what is the range of these adsorptions, sir? Generally here 80 kilojoules per moles to 240 kilojoules per mole. The range of chemical adsorption. Enthalpy of the chemical adsorption, the range of the enthalpy of the chemical adsorption is 80 to 240 kilojoule per mole. Yes. Now we'll go to the next point. Okay, it is a specific in nature. Okay, it is specific in nature. So, what is the meaning of specific in nature, sir? Already we discussed. When I am going to discussing about the physical adsorption, I told you physical adsorption is not very specific, but it is a very specific. Means there each and every gas molecules are adsorbed, but here not like that. Each and every molecule, gas molecules are not adsorbed in a particular surface. So that's why in a particular surface, okay, one particular type of gaseous molecules only adsorbed. For example, in the case of hydrogenation of oils, okay, we are using nickel or platinum as a catalyst. Okay, adsorption takes place there only hydrogen gas only adsorbed there. Okay, so not other gases. Are you getting my point? So means here in such case I told you very clearly. So in that case only hydrogen gas is adsorbing. So that is a special type of adsorption. Okay, that is a specific, that is a chemical adsorption. Are you getting my point? So now next point I am going to talking about that. So last and final, it gives monomolecular layers. Monomolecular layer. So it forms monomolecular layer. So actually what happening, sir? Here chemical bond is forming. For example, number of gaseous molecules here, assimilate or not. So now it can occupy this surface totally if suppose. Okay. Now no any chance to make the chemical bond. Assimilate or not. No any chance to make the chemical bond. Why? Because surface is totally occupied by the gaseous molecules. But one chance is there, that is the physical adsorption. Along with chemical adsorption, physical adsorption will take place. Okay. So today we'll stop here.